Hello everybody, my name is Anthony from SteamFirst.com and welcome to Life is Strange. A bit of a frame drop there, that's weird. Anyway, this is a new game that I picked up last week for my 24-hour Valentine's Day love stream. That'll be a link to all that kind of stuff in the description post on Steam First and all that. But anyway, that's not what we're here for. So I'm going to show up the main menu like I always do. So you can just kind of already tell, how the game's going to be like, seeing like this opening screen here. I'm still have really low frame rate. That's weird. But anyway, you can just kind of tell. That's whatever. Anyway, I do like this opening screen. Everything's nice and clear. Everything's like boom. Everything's up front and easy to see. There is one more screen if you go back that shows all your save games. I'm not going to go back to that though because the music's really loud when I go to that screen, so it hurts my earphones. But anyway, yes, we have play episodes, choices, help and options, Square Enix account, downloadable content, and exit game. So obviously play episodes brings you to the episode screen. Boom, I haven't bought these yet. I'm probably going to at some point or not. Choices shows the choices you made. Yeah, so I don't know if this gives away like anything or not, but yeah. Then help and options, so you have settings, credits, how to play. The settings is nice. It has its own little sub-menu thing. So you click settings, brings you to this page where you can adjust your video, audio settings, and controls. Video settings is nice. You can adjust your gamma. And to do that, it brings you to this little page and it kind of tells you what to do. Just the gamma by clicking on the cursor until the first logo is completely visible. Make sure your monitor is probably set up before changing the gamma. My monitor is not completely set up, but I will do it anyway. Boom, there we go. That's it. And then screen size. I should make mine as big as it'll go, I think. Nah, I'm not going to do that. Because I have to play this in a window, because if I don't play it in a window, it ends up being on my first monitor, which is, I have to look to the left to see it. It's kind of weird. It's not like square on, so yeah, I just gotta switch some stuff around to do that. It's no big deal. And then advanced video brings you to all this stuff like detail mode, screen resolution, full screen, VSync, anti-alias, anti-aliasing, then level of detail, texture quality, effects quality, shadow quality, and reset everything to default, which is nice. And everything has low, medium, high, and all that as well. And then, yes, so if we go back, we can look at audio settings. Right here we have master volume, music, voices, SFX. Everything has its own little slider, and it even bulges out a bit when you hover over it, which is nice. And then, of course, subtitles on or off. Everything has a nice little animation thing too, which is always nice. And then controls, you can obviously rebind everything. You can invert XY axes. You can choose vibration, which I guess is what happens when you're using a controller. Mount sensitivity, edit keybinds, which is all the keybinds on a nice little journal entry page. All these are rebindable, which is cool. Primary and secondary keys. And then obviously reset everything to default. So that is that. And then Square Enix account, I don't have one, so I'm not going to click that. Same with DLC. And then exit game, you guys know what that does. So I will see you guys in the gameplay. That's pretty much it for this. I'll wrap it up here. And I'll see you guys in a second. Goodbye. Sometimes this stuff gets pretty difficult for me. I get some pretty incredible games that come across my desk every so often that have the most amazing story, the most heartwarming message, and even graphics so beautiful, nothing else could do the rest any justice. But despite all that, the game's ruined by really bad, stale, forced humor, bad delivery, and overall creepy character models. That winds up bringing the whole thing down and ultimately lowers my rating of the game. As much as I would love to only focus on and discuss the positive aspects and leave the negative ones out of it, I do have an obligation as a journalist, and yes, I just said that with air quotes, to report my full opinion no matter what, so I'll go ahead and do that, obviously. Life is Strange wound up being one of those conflicting games for me. I recently played it after seeing one of my favorite live streamers showcase it last week. As you guys know by now, by some of my previous videos, I'm a sucker for story-driven games, especially ones that play like interactive movies. I love me some good immersive story. Really do. Anyways, this one is no exception. In Life is Strange, you play as Max Caufield, a high school senior who winds up back in her hometown for some prestigious photography school program thing, who discovers she has the power to rewind time. And then other stuff happens. I'll try to be as vague as possible with the stuff that pertains to the actual story. The game runs on choices. It gives you a little warning at the start to let you know of that, and it's pretty cool. Just that kind of like Telltale Games kind of stuff. Pretty neat. Now the rewind mechanic is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure other games have implemented this as well. In any case, it'll almost always be cool. I know it's only the first episode, but I wish they would have done more with it other than having us only use it to go back and redo stuff. It'd be neat if they added maybe in some puzzles or some kind of like challenge that utilizes this mechanic to make it more worthwhile. At the moment, it just feels empty and useless. Again, I know it's just the first episode out of 5, so they're probably just getting done introducing everything. In the coming ones, perhaps there will be some more use for this mechanic. Maybe we can only hope, am I right? The graphics are nice, and the overall art style is just warm and gives a really comforting and welcoming atmosphere. The only thing that kind of bummed me out was the character models. They remind me of basically highly rendered HD versions of the ones from the PC version of Bully Scholarship Edition. The mouth syncing and just overall facial movements really creeped me out, though the animations like walking, running, cutscenes and stuff is smooth like butter. So that's fine, no complaints there. And with the whole animation thing, and to be fair, the whole face thing isn't enough to completely ruin the game for me, but it did kind of mess up my immersion a little bit, which kind of threw off my whole experience, which just kind of bummed me out. As for the sound, the music was amazing. It suited the game, wasn't anything too intense, and it seemed like the right stuff played at the right time. Voice acting was among some of my favorite, and I really have no complaints there. I truly do commend the voice actors on their performance, and whoever decided to hire those voice actors did a wonderful job. You made a wonderful choice. Anyway, one thing that did bother me was it seemed like they tried to force a lot of the humor and tried too hard to give it that like kind of edgy, wow, a game about teen hipsters who listen to acoustic music about whatever teen American kids listen to and who go to prestigious private schools and take photos for fun and whatever else American teenagers do that I don't know about because I don't have any friends. Which feels kind of, I don't know, just weird. It kind of ruined it for me. It just felt too forced, like they were just trying too hard with it. I can't really explain it. It was just weird for me. And that is my biggest issue with this game. Everything else is forgivable and excusable, maybe except for misusing the rewind mechanic. I do kind of wish it wasn't so empty, but that's fine. I felt the same way about this in Gone Home with the whole forced, like, edgy teenness, but it's whatever. Overall, I'm happy with the game as a whole. It will be released in episodes. Right now, only the first one is out. I do hope they try to fix some of the stuff in the coming episodes. If not, who cares? I already paid for it. Anyway, yeah. I'd recommend this game to anyone. Maybe not kids, because there's a lot of swearing, some drug use, a little bit of violence, and I think mention of drugs and alcohol and stuff. I would recommend it to maybe adults who like story-driven games that don't require a bunch of interaction, just minimal interaction, story-driven, interactive movies. And maybe parents who are okay with their kids playing games full of drug use and swearing and violence and implied drug use and alcohol use. I mean, my mom let me when I was a kid, and I turned out just fine, so you never know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. My name is Anthony from SteamFirst.com. Be sure to check out SteamFirst.com for the best news, reviews, videos, and content revolving on all things Valve and Steam. I will see you guys in the next video. Yeah. And if you like this video, perhaps you like some of my other content, I live stream daily to twitch.tv/AnthonyTofu. I typically stream stuff pertaining to like World of Warcraft or other MMOs and a lot of graphic design and other kind of artsy stuff. And yeah, I'm going to start playing more games like this. Link will be in the description to all that stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching this one. Goodbye.